Okay. So, yeah, I'm working out first thing. What time do you work out? Yeah.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Okay. So yeah, I work out at like 5:30. So and I'm not saying, I mean, this is new to all of us. I'm not saying, my plan is going to work or it's going to be a good plan or whatnot. But um, looking in that Autumn's exclusive group, I decided to, and again, I've never tried this before. I don't know how it'll work after day one, but I decided to swap my shake with that first, let me see if I can share my screen, with that first outside the block meal, which is I think what she said, if I'm remembering it correctly. Like, is that possible for you to have so I'm having my shake at like 5 a.m. and then Energize and then the Recover and a piece of fruit. And then this is what is supposed to be first thing in the morning. I'm swapping those. I mean, this is my shake's supposed to be for breakfast, the first meal.
Right. Yeah.
I'm swapping for that. Is that possible? Or something like that?
See, it's really hard because I have like no time.
Yeah.
I like get up, work out, get the kids ready, and I'm out the door. So
Yeah.
but like this morning, I tried it being a Sunday, and I didn't get up till late, so I was able to. But it felt like I'm eating all kinds of food first thing in the morning, and then I don't know. But I'm gonna do the best I can.
Yeah, exactly. I know I think it says eat every 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm pushing the brim on that one. So like breakfast will be like 7:30 or 8, and then my lunch is going to be like 11:30 or 12. So it's more like 3.5 hours. So that way I'm eating dinner more at like 6:30, which works for me. I can't eat dinner at 4 o'clock.
Right.
And Autumn even says that in the group, like you have to take what she's telling us and then you have to make it work for your life.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would say to have a plan and, we're going to spend probably the first week trying to figure out what's going to work and what's not going to work and what you can kind of get away with. Since this is new for all of us, which is exciting too, that everybody's kind of in the same boat.
Yeah.
So. Does anybody else have any questions? Oh, hi, Darren. How are you? Can you hear us? I don't know if she can hear us. How do I get back to like the, let me start my share. Okay, there. Okay. Darren, can you hear us? I don't think so. Nope. Okay. So do you guys have any, or is there anything else that you kind of came across that you found helpful or something that there she goes. Something that you're going to try with, and you don't know if it's going to work or that sort of thing, or any concerns you have? How did you map out your meal plan, Erin? Because you work out first thing in the morning, right?
Yeah, I'm doing it basically the exact same as you. I'm going to do my shake first thing. And then, keep everything. So I think I end up eating my last meal around like 5:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just kind of spacing it out.
Yeah.
Exactly. Keeping it really simple.
Yeah, really simple to start for sure until we kind of get used to it. Definitely check out the 80-Day Obsession Fixate recipes.
Yeah.
I was posted in the group. I think Ashley posted them. Yeah. Somebody posted them. I'm taking a couple of those this week for dinners. That will be really helpful. I did in my research, so I did a lot of research. I hadn't done a lot of research until today. Just kind of kept putting it off. I did see where she said you can swap meals, but not specific containers.
Yeah, you have to keep the container.
Right. Yes, you have to keep them all, the groups together, but you can switch up the group, like the timing of the groups.
Yeah.
So like I didn't realize that until today. Usually I have a starch at dinner because my husband has a starch at dinner. Hey, Meredith.
Right. Hi. Sorry.
That's okay. So usually I have a starch at dinner, and I'm not this week because I wasn't planning. I was doing it exactly the way she said. So I'm going to see how it goes for the first couple of days. I'd rather save my second starch for dinner.
Yeah.
Because just that, the way I'm just going to mute everybody and then just unmute yourself if you want to chat. That's just the way we kind of, I don't know, I think it would work better for us. I was thinking I would just make it work, but if I had the option to change it, I might. So yeah, that's something to note is that you can change the groups, but all the groups have to stay in a group. can't just like take an orange from here and a purple from here and do what you want. Meredith, we're kind of just, we don't really have, I don't have a plan for this or anything. I didn't know who was going to hop on. We're just kind of talking about, what we have planned and any kind of things we're going to try, even though it might not 100% go along with I know you work out super early. So unmute yourself.
Yes.
So what's
So
your plan?
I tried last week to do the pre-workout thing. It's just too early, especially with an hour-long workout. So I'm going to do a 4 to 5 a.m. workout. I'm going to try for that anyways. And then have my shake at 5 when I'm done.
Okay.
Or 5:15.
And then what's your plan for spacing out your food so that you're not eating dinner at like 3:00 in the afternoon?
Well, when I spaced it out in my plan, it ends up working out if I just stick to every like 2.5 hours.
Okay.
Except I was catching the tail end of the conversation, and it sounds like what they proposed you were talking about containers and
yeah, I was saying I didn't do my research till today, and so I found I was looking for, someone had asked about I think Randy in my group had asked if you could like change containers. So I started doing some homework, and it says it in Autumn's like exclusive group. You can change the timing of like the groups, but you can't.
The groups should stay the same.
The groups have to stay together.
Oh, that changes a lot.
Yeah, maybe I'll go live in the group after and share that.
Yeah,
so whenever she has like paired together, you have to keep it that way, but you can change, like, for example, she had like my second starch at lunch, but knowing what I know now, I might change it to dinner because my husband always has a starch at dinner, and I'm going to be tempted to eat it if he's I'd skip it at lunch and have it at dinner rather than opposite,
Right. Okay. I'll have to relook at my plan, but as the way that I planned it out, my last meal ended up being around 5:30, and my family eats early, so it worked out
perfect.
It worked out okay, so we'll see how it goes.
A challenge for me is going to be going to bed. Did you see where she said to
8 hours?
Full 8 hours.
No.
I was like, please. I'm sure I'm going to be more tired from the longer, more strenuous workouts, but I really want to try. I mean, 5.5 hours is just not enough. So that's going to be, a struggle for me, but I know I might be more tempted to go to bed earlier, so I won't eat anything too. Like if I just go to bed, if I brush my teeth and go to bed, I'll be less tempted to, because I'm notorious for like, oh, it's healthy. It's like only fruit. And I'm just going to eat like 2 purples worth of fruit at 9 p.m., so I think maybe going to bed would help with that. I don't know. Any other struggles or things you guys are concerned with? Hesitations? Nervous? I mean, the cool thing is that this is 3 months. So if it takes you an entire week or 2 to really feel like you are, Katie asked me if the call was happening now. How do I connect? It's in the group. I feel like, since it's such a long, hey, hold on, let me just tell her. I feel like since it's such a long program that even if it takes you a solid week or 2 to like really nail down your nutrition, you still have so much left to, benefit from. And then, so this is all for phase 1. And then we have to remember there's phase 2 and 3 where things kind of change a little bit. So actually, now that I say that, by the time we're probably getting used to phase 1, it's going to be time to change to phase 2. No, I'm just kidding. It'll still be like the basis of it. I think that what changes in phase 2 and 3 besides there's a refeed day, which looks amazing. You can have like white flour and white bread. There's Katie. Yeah. Hi, Katie. What changes? I haven't done my homework for phase 2 and 3. Does anybody know what changes in phase 2 and 3? No, I haven't.
I think there was, maybe not. No, never mind. I was going to say different containers, but that's because I calculated the wrong plan originally. So.
Oh, you did?
I did. And I'm glad I checked because I don't know how I don't know.
So something to note is that there's a rest day meal plan. So basically what you have planned is for Monday through Saturday, and Sundays are rest days. So Sundays don't count as part of the 80 days. That's why it's really technically more like a 90-day group. Mm-hmm. And there's a separate meal plan, like a lineup of containers for Sundays. So that's something to note. That's in the PDF. I'm looking at that right now. And phase 2 introduces a modified refeed day every 2 weeks, the day before leg day. So that's kind of cool. that's, you know, you get way extra carbs and like different carbs. There's like chocolate graham crackers. What?
Yum.
Your optional peak week deplete day. And then there's deplete day, I think, in phase 3, which I'm not right. Yes. So phase 2 adds the refeed day every other week, the day before leg day. And phase 3 has a deplete day, which I'm assuming is taking away some containers for some purpose.
It looked like it was carbs and your yellows and purples were reduced and your reds and greens were increased.
Probably to really amp up the toning and the strengthening piece of it. If you want to drop a few extra pounds to look extra shredded by the end of your 80-day obsession, you can add 4 carb-reduced deplete days to your final peak week. So this will be interesting. So we just kind of have to, you know, do it together and do the best that we can. Katie, do you have, or I lost my, Katie, how are you doing with your meal plan?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So I'm doing the vegan plan. And it's like way more veggies than I'm used to, but good. So I'm late because I was just finishing up some more meal preps for like the first 2 days.
That's okay.
But yeah, it's good. I'm planned for the week, just prepped through like Wednesday.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You'll figure out like what works for you in terms of prep too. Like I found that doing 2 smaller preps versus like 1 ginormous one works better for me.
That's how I do it too. It keeps me accountable for longer in the week.
Yeah, and then for me, just like, you know, whatever food I had prepped on Sunday, even if it was still technically like good to eat, it just didn't feel like I didn't want it anymore. It was like way easier to grab a pizza or something. You know, it was just, I felt old. And so, you know, if I can kind of spice things up again a little bit on Thursday and have like fresh fruit and fresh veggies, it makes me want to actually eat that food rather than food that's been sitting there for 5 days. So I found for me personally that worked better for me.
Yeah, that's how I am. I wouldn't want to eat it if it's been sitting there for 5 days.
I mean, I get it. Totally get that some people do. Ooh, okay. So before pictures and measurements, has everybody done that? I have to do my measurements, but I've done my pictures.
I have to do them tonight.
Hey, Jai.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. I just saw that there was a call.
That's okay. We're just kind of going over things. Just kind of caption any last questions, concerns.
Can you tell me what the I have my own set of bands. I don't have her bands. Do you know what the colors are for?
Yeah, so the yellow is the lightest, the easiest one.
Okay.
The green is in the middle, and the blue is the heavy.
Okay, thanks.
Sure.
Yeah, and everyone gets 2 sets too. So the smaller ones are obviously for smaller people.
Mm-hmm. She explained it in her call. If you are 5'6" or shorter, or you have less than 30 pounds to lose, she wants you to use the smaller ones. And the opposite is the larger ones. What?
Say that again.
You're 5'6" or shorter.
5'6" or shorter.
And if you have less than 30 pounds to lose.
Okay.
If you have more than 30 pounds to lose or you're really tall, she wants you to use the bigger ones.
So I should be using the bigger ones?
Yes.
I've been using the smaller ones.
Yeah,
I'll take the smaller
ones. Yeah, I played that video on one of the Team Boom calls. So yeah, that's what she said. Did everybody take their before pictures and measurements? Yes.
Not yet.
No.
Tonight.
Definitely do that. She says in one of her calls too, to make sure you're doing that at every phase. You're retaking your weight, your pictures, and your measurements for each phase. So we can't forget that. But us coaches will be on top of reminding you guys of all that kind of stuff. I'm just looking through the starter guide really quick to see. It also tells you, so you can plan ahead, it tells you how long each workout is. Like Monday and Tuesday are 60 minutes. Wednesday is cardio core. It can range between 30 and 45. So you can kind of plan accordingly. Thursday is 50 to 60 minutes. Friday is leg day. It's 45 minutes. Cardio flow on Saturday is 30 to 45. And then Sunday is roll and release and stretch and release. It's about 15, 20 minutes. Or it's just a complete, I think those are like optional, or it can just be like a complete rest day. Yeah, she says use them anytime throughout your 80 days to help stretch and massage away soreness and to increase your flexibility. Okay, here it is. So workout block is the 4 to 5 hour window surrounding your workouts, which we know. The refeed day is in phase 2. You'll increase your carb intake to send glycogen to your muscles, giving you a little extra energy for the next day's workout, which is leg day. And a mental boost too. And then peak week, during the final week of 80-day obsession, you can choose to do the optional deplete days, where you'll reduce your carbs and increase your protein intake to shed and shred, so you can look your absolute best. So that's optional in the third phase. Cool. So yeah, so we're kind of all just doing this together, which is kind of really fun. I've never done a group like this where everybody's following the same program. Everybody starts from day one. And so I think it'll be really fun to kind of.
I'm kind of excited about it, but I do have a question for you guys.
Sure.
Assuming this group is going to be thebomb.com, why don't we plan to run, I forget, some other coach is advertising this as kind of like this is phase 1, and anyone who isn't in this awesome group is phase 1. But she's saying you can be in my phase 2 group.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was one of the coaches, somebody who did the either spoke on the National Wake Up Call or on the Team Boom Call, I forget. But so she's been sort of inviting people, like her first group is closed, but inviting other people to like a phase 2 group that starts like a couple weeks later or a month later.
Meaning you'd start with phase 1 all over again, but it would be a second group.
Yeah, it'd be a second group of people.
Yeah, we could talk about that.
I mean, I don't know if we want to add them in with the group 1 people, but
yeah, we'll have to talk about that's how I do my regular challenge groups. I just add people as they order, just because I like to give all my attention to one group of people, I think, and then they get to connect. And
are you doing yours as an ongoing group now or no?
I know I don't like ongoing groups.
Yeah,
I like to have some sort of ending and some sort of closure and like a re-beginning, like a fresh start. I think it kind of rejuvenates people. I know it does for me. Otherwise, I get bored, and I get bored, so my people must get bored too. But this isn't a coach call. This is, now I'm getting into coach stuff. This is getting recorded for everybody in the group, so it's not just coach call.
So can I segue back to nutrition? Because now I'm looking at this plan in front of me.
Totally.
So if my pre-workout meal is a green, red, and yellow, that clump of containers should stay together.
Yes.
So if I am not doing the pre-meal, then that should be my first post-workout.
She says it. I'm trying to think.
Should I?
It's a really valid question. She says it in one of the, trying to think. If you don't eat, it was in, hold on, let me look. She didn't want you to just like throw it.
Okay. So it says if you find your pre-workout meal is too heavy, you can replace it with the meal 1 option, but that's still
yes, that's what I'm doing.
To be before. So like I'm not doing anything before I work out because it's just too early.
Right.
So I'm wondering if I should start with the pre-workout. I think what I did in my plan was I just moved those containers somewhere else, but didn't pay attention to what I was clumping together. So like the after workout meal should be just the purple, but I'm wondering if I should pair it with the green, red, and the yellow. It just seems like a lot.
Let me see if I can find it really fast. What the heck is figured out?
I'm looking at Plan B if that makes a difference.
This is it. Let me see if I can find it like in the search bar. So skipping pre-workout meal. Okay, let's see what people said. Okay, so somebody asked on January 12th, I'm having a hard time eating 60 to 90 minutes before, blah, 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 blah. Should I just skip my pre-workout meal or eat something smaller? Like, can you eat anything? Can you just eat something before?
Yeah, I mean, I could probably do like a purple or something.
Yeah, so like, okay, so this is what some people are saying.
It's just early.
The people are saying she's asking you to do the 60 to 90 minutes so you have time to digest. But don't skip the pre-workout meal altogether. You can swap a meal, blah, 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 blah. Somebody said you must eat before your workout to do time nutrition. You can swap the pre-workout meal with meal option 1 and make it Shakeology, which I know we talked about. She mentioned having Shakeology for your pre-workout meal. I believe I just read you can have a purple and a red 30 minutes before. I'm going to swap my pre-workout meal 1 as well, which will be my Shakeology. So yeah, I guess I would just have something.
I feel like I'm just going to have to, it's going to be right when I start working out though. So I feel like maybe I need to move my workout time.
She's telling you the 60 to 90 minutes so you can digest. It's okay to right before you work out. It's not like that big of a deal.
So maybe I'll just switch the before workout meal with the after workout meal and see.
Yeah, so that's what everybody's saying is that you've got to eat something, and a lot of people are swapping the pre-workout meal for meal option 1.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, so and even if you don't do, I would say even if you can't do the red and the purple, at least just do the purple.
Just the purple, okay.
I think the idea is to have something in your system to really get you through those more longer workouts, yeah.
Okay.
And then to just swap.
All right.
Not to like, she doesn't want you just kind of throwing them anywhere. She wants you to be kind of
mindful about it.
Where you're putting, yeah.
Okay.
Her video said, absolutely do not touch the workout block. If you choose to change it, you won't get the results she guarantees. I had the same problem.
Ah.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
All right.
Don't mess with the workout block.
What does that mean? Like, don't like move your workouts around?
No, don't move. The workout block, what she's saying is like the hour and a half before your workout, the hour.
Don't
mess with those. So she's saying you can swap your first meal post-workout block and your pre-workout meal. But the other ones, don't mess with those.
Okay.
Keep it the same or you're screwed. All right. Any other comments, questions, concerns? No. So take your before pictures and measurements, send them to your coach if you want extra accountability. I pinned the sharing our meal plan post. I pinned that to the top of the page so everybody could find it. So if you can take a picture, or like I shared my Google Doc link, if you could share a picture, that would be great for accountability and also so that we can kind of swap ideas because, again, this is new for everybody. So I know I shared mine with like my smaller group and everybody appreciated taking some ideas. So I know lots of us have very good ideas that we can contribute. And that's it. Let's do this. Okay, I'm literally going to eat some ice cream now because I'm going to try to not have it for the next 90 days. So,
Halo Top, of course, right?
Nope, Ben & Jerry's. I got addicted to it in my pregnancy and it followed me all the way through. I can't not have it anymore. I'm addicted to it.
I'm going to go polish off my chips and salsa from last night.
Exactly. What any smart woman would do right now. Okay. All right, I'll post this right now. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.